welcome back or welcome to Starcraft. My name's Claire, and today we are going to make an apple, half red and half green, hopefully. We're going to do the red with glitter, but first I'm going to paint the stalk brown with brown mica powder. The little stalk of the apple down there, it's quite fiddly. But the idea is that the stalk will be brown, and then I'm going to paint the leaf with green mica powder. I know we're doing a half red and half green, but there's no guarantee that the green bit will end up in the leaf, so I thought I would paint it with mica powder to hopefully that will make it green, either whether the red goes in there or the green goes in there. Either way, it should be green. Just cleaning up down in the leaf because I got some brown in there. I've already mixed my resin. I think it was 80 mils. I mixed 80 mils of Tea Expert 2-part epoxy. So 40 of A and 40 of B. This is me opening the new green. You always pick the colours that aren't open. I had another green as well, and I just picked that one and it wasn't open, but never mind. So this is just going to be a quick little make today. Haven't done apple in ages. I really quite like the apple jars when they come out. But for some reason I just haven't done any for a while. I think it's because I've got too many other moulds. I've still got new moulds that I haven't even done yet. But I'm sure we'll get round to them. So I've finished doing the green in there now, and I'm just going to give it a little clean, and then I'm going to put the red glitter into the resin and give it a good mix. I do put quite a lot of glitter in because it's not fine glitter and it will sink. So the more you put in, the less clear resin you'll have floating on the top. So as you can see, that's quite a lot. Thinking about it, I shouldn't have poked it down like that, but because I think that caused quite a lot of bubbles. But also, when you start stirring with mica or glitter on top, it always seems to go everywhere. So I thought poking it down might make it wet, which would make it easier to stir. So as you can see, I've got the pot stood up on something so that we can hopefully keep this glitter to one side of the pot. And then the same with the lid. Pouring it slowly in the hopes that we don't get too many bubbles, but you just never know, especially with the way I mixed it. Ooh, I nearly spilt it everywhere. The lid has like a little thin rim round it, and it bent in with the weight of the resin. So we nearly had an accident. But as you can see, it's not going to be quite half because of the angle of the mould, but I think that's probably the closest you'll get, to be honest, unless anybody else knows a better way. Then I'm open to learn. Scraping out the pot. Anybody else hate cleaning out pots after doing glitter? And then every single mould you use after seems to have glitter in it, even though they weren't even out when you used the glitter. Now I'm just squeezing the resin into the leaf and the stalk bit, and then like giving it a squeeze to make sure there's no bubbles in it. And then that's it. Giving it a little spray with isopropyl alcohol, 99%. And this is it cured, and I mixed up 100, I think, of this one, of the green, because the red didn't take up quite as much room as I thought it was going to, so I mixed up a bit more. And I'm adding the green mica that I used in the leaf, and mica's really quite difficult to get to mix in, especially as I had it so full up. It was really difficult to stir. Alas, these micas are from Temu, and they don't like dissolve very well, so you do have to give them a really good mix. You just seem to have bits of powder pop up after, so I normally give it a good mix, then let it sit, and then give it another good mix, then let it sit, and until nothing pops up still. So it's quite time consuming, but and really I should have used a bigger pot. I just didn't want to clean another one up. But I like using those pots because they're made out of the word evades me. What the mold? Silicone. Can't believe I forgot that. They're made out of silicone, so they're really easy to clean. I normally let the resin dry in them, and it just peels out. And then I give it a wipe with isopropyl and baby wipes, and they clean up lovely. So they are really good. I obviously didn't think that was enough green in there, and I wanted to make it harder for myself with more mixing. Yeah, so as you can see, it does take quite a while. You might want to make yourself a cup of tea or something while I do this. Make me one while you're there. Or coffee if you don't drink tea. It's a really nice colour green though. It does kind of remind me like an apple green, to be fair. That's why I picked it. And this part dried really quick because I put my heat mat on. Honestly, best purchase I've made is a heat mat. I love it. I think that was an hour from pouring that red to being able to pour this. It's not completely cured, but that's fine if you're just going to pour another layer. It's still a little bit sticky, but it's firm enough not to mix in together. So yeah, that only took an hour. And then pouring the green on top of that resin, because it's still warm, will then cause the green to cure quicker as well. So hopefully this is done now. Oh, I am taking my time on this, aren't I? But that mica didn't want to completely dissolve, so. And if it's not completely mixed in or dissolved, then you get little floaty bits of powder in your piece. So it is best to make sure it's mixed in. Maybe next time I mix mica, I'll fast forward you all so you don't have to sit here listening to me to talk about rubbish. Oh, hopefully it's done now. Even I was getting bored of that. This lid actually took a lot more resin than I thought it was going to. And when you pour them, they've got like a little lip. So I normally run a stick or a silicone pointy thing. I really lost all my words today. Run it round underneath the rim to make sure there's no bubbles in there. As you can see, I run out of resin and then I had to make up more. I made up another 80, I think, but I did have leftovers from that, so it didn't need another 80, but I went off to mix it, so you didn't have to watch me mix that mica again. And then I completely forgot to press record, so I'm afraid you don't get to see me pour the last little bit. But I literally just poured it and then run a stick under the edges, like I said, and on the under the rim of the top bit. But obviously, first I thought that you might like to see me measuring out the resin before I press stop, so I must have forgot to press stop. So you get the added bonus of watching me pour some resin into a pot. I bet you're so happy about that. No, I think I did 60 actually, not 80, looking at that. So it didn't take much more to fill it, but I turned my timer over. Oh no, am I making you watch me mix it again? I thought I'd catch on and switch you off in a minute. I really thought I turned the camera off to do this. Obviously not. What's going on? I mean, you don't want to watch me do that again, do you? Looks like you might have no choice. So then why did I forget filming topping it up? Or did I not forget filming topping it up? Oh, I'm confused. Oh no, look. I turned you off eventually and then forgot to film. And this is demold. With the extra green, I did little cactuses, and then I put a little bit of brown for the bottom of the cactuses, and then I had leftover of that, but they're not cured properly yet, the cactuses, so we didn't get to demold them. This is me being as gentle as I could to not break off the stem. I've done that so many times. Oh, there we go. Now, the mica powder didn't work as well as I wanted it to be fair. But in the video, it don't look that bad. But in real life, it's pretty see-through. So I don't know if it wasn't just a very good mica powder or I didn't paint it on very well. And this was quite hard to demold. So I squirt a little bit of isopropyl alcohol down there to help release the suction. Which actually did really help. So I'm a little bit disappointed that you'll see in a minute the glitter had quite a lot of bubbles in it. So we did get some bubbles in the glitter part. But I quite like the way that it's green and red, half, not quite half and half, is it? But it's quite pretty. I'm just a bit annoyed at myself for all the bubbles. Well, hopefully you liked watching me stir mica for ages. And hopefully you like my apple pot. If you do, please like, subscribe and comment for more ideas of what we should do next. Thank you for watching.